Hey guys, my name is Deidra Penrose, and I am, let's see here, I'm a 12-star diamond coach. This is my third year in a row of being elite. I have been in the top 1% of the company since starting my career with Beachbody 4 years ago. And I just hit my 4-year mark in November, which was really awesome. It's been a great experience. But I want to share with you guys along the way that I did struggle and I have gone through a lot of obstacles. And I hope that this is going to motivate you guys to push you forward in your own business. Okay, so when I started my business 4 years ago, it was me and it was my ex-husband and my 2 kids. And I started my business when my son was 6 weeks old and I had a 1-year-old, and I was also working full-time as a nurse. So my goal with Beachbody was, at first it was just to help one person, and then it became I want to pay for my groceries, and then it became I want to pay for my kids' school, and then I realized, well, why have to worry about putting my kids in daycare when I can work from home and take control of, my opportunity sitting in front of me? So that's what I did. I worked really, really hard in my first year. I reached the rank of being elite, 5-star elite coach, and I was able to make up my full-time nursing income. So, all was great. I didn't have the support that I did from my spouse that I wanted to. And, within 2 years, for the last 2 years, I should say, of my business, so halfway through where I am today, things started getting really difficult in our household, and I decided that the best thing was for us to, move our separate ways. So I've been going through a divorce for the past 2 years in my business, and our divorce was final in January of this past year. So this year has been a huge, huge struggle for me in my business with staying motivated and continuing to grow my business. So, my kids and I are now living in a new home. We were able to buy a new home, and I'm still able to stay home with them, which has been a blessing, because if I had to go back to work, we really wouldn't have anyone to watch our kids, because when I was in nursing, I was working swing shifts, and my ex is a state trooper, so he's working swing shifts, and our schedules really didn't match at all. So we wouldn't have the help without family in the evening time. So, this business has been such a blessing to me. And I hope that you guys who is watching this, who may be going through some struggles and you really want this to be your full-time income, take advantage of the opportunity, because it will be such a blessing to you in so many ways. So going through this huge transition in my life and even in my business, I'm going to tell you guys what I relied on. And the first thing that I'm going to say I relied on, and I hope that I'm okay saying this to you guys. I don't know how into your faith you are, but going to Jesus Christ is the main reason why I'm still where I am today, and how I hung on to my business and to being strong to get through my situation. My personal development was listening to a lot of sermons. And I will say that it has helped me tremendously. I really wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the man above. And I'm going to also tell you, 2 years ago, right before I started going through the divorce, I didn't go to church. I believed in God, but I really didn't understand or feel that I was getting anything out of my faith. It's because I didn't have it. I didn't have a relationship with God. And now that I have that relationship, it's been amazing. So no one can get you through things the way that God can get you through things. So other than doing a personal development, I would listen to a lot of sermons, but personal growth is something that it is so beneficial for you. And I love Beachbody for making that one of our 4 vital behaviors, because I don't know a lot of other businesses that put that right at the forefront of your business. And, it's just helped so many ways outside of my marriage, with my life in general, with my motivation, with my business, with communicating with people, with being an entrepreneur. So if you are not doing personal development, I highly, highly recommend it. it will save you. So another thing that has really helped me, just trying to manage my time, is making a schedule. You know, I've always treated my business like a business, but I think going through a separation and being a single parent and having your kids the majority of the time, you really need to prioritize. There are things that I started to delegate more of with my business. I still run my challenge groups. I still, you know, do all of that. I do my invites, I do my follow-ups. But, you know, I have someone helping me with my monthly newsletters. I have someone helping me with my like page. I give them the information and they put it together for me. I have someone help me with my recognition boards. I know where everyone is in their rank and with Success Club and their business, but I do have someone put together an awesome image for me. That way we can recognize our team. And, you know, being okay delegating things is really helpful in your business. You shouldn't feel guilty doing that. At first I did, and I realized how much it benefited me to focus on other important things with my business and working with my team. So that's one thing with the time management that's really going to help. But again, the scheduling. So, you know, I literally write out a schedule depending on what week it is, and I put my kids' time in first with my calendar. That way I have time set aside for them. And then whenever I don't have my kids for the 2 days, give or take a day or two, that I don't have them, that is pretty much just strictly working. That way I can get things done. So when I do have them, I'm spending more time with them. And then, you know, if you guys still have another job, then of course you put those hours in too, because you're not going to be able to do your Beachbody business while you're working that other job. Hopefully you're not. So, you know, putting your 4 vital behaviors in your schedule is going to be very, very important. You know, make time for that personal development. And guys, it's so easy. If you don't have time for it, go ahead and do it on your drive back and forth. When I'm taking my youngest son to preschool to and from, I'm listening to personal development. When we're traveling anywhere, we're listening to personal development. And then, you know, my invites and my follow-ups. That time, minimum 15 minutes at least a day, is put into doing my invites, doing my follow-ups, working on my social media avenues that are helping me build my business. So, you know, my blog, I will blog 3 times a week. So I set an hour, 3 days a week to do my blog, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then also my Instagram is something that I work on. So you'll see, if you follow my Instagram and you follow my Facebook, a lot of the images and posts are similar. I copy and paste. It's a time saver. I make sure the pictures are Instagram appropriate and Facebook appropriate. That way, you know, they're eye-catching and it's something that people are going to see and it's going to be eye-popping to them. Because different social medias, you know, some pictures may not be good for one social media than another. So just make sure that you are doing your research on that and you are making the most of what social media you are using to grow your business. So, you know, I still do my team calls. I still do a lot of one-on-one calls with my team. That's something that I feel like they need to help them grow along with myself. But it also has been a big motivator for me as well to continue my business. Just being able to work with them and focusing on their successes and seeing where they are in their business is what has kept me going this year in my own business. And it's crazy to think that it's my coaches that are helping me when I'm the upline coach, but it really has made a huge difference. So, you know, this whole entire business, like I said, it's been such a blessing, because if I didn't have this business, you know, I would be working as a nurse. I wouldn't see my kids. I honestly wouldn't have the house that I do right now to provide for my kids since going through, you know, a separation and a divorce this past year. So I just want you guys to know that you totally can make it happen. You can be extremely successful. The busiest people get stuff done. Here he comes. What happened? Okay. All right, here, come sit with me. We have a boo-boo. So I'm going to go, but I want you to know, busy people get stuff done, and you're totally capable of doing it. You have to put your vision and your desire to want to make this happen at the forefront. You have to know that you have a purpose for being here. And, you know, if you're not self-motivated, which hopefully you all have some self-motivation, but you also need to do that personal development to help you stay motivated and on track with your business. And so you can keep moving forward, even during the roughest times. Something that I always think of to keep me going is someone out there always has it worse. And, you know, I didn't go through a terrible divorce. You know, like I moved a street away to try to keep things good with our kids. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, buddy. All right, hold on. He's bleeding on his toe, so we're gonna go. But it could be worse. So, you know, just think of the blessings that you do have and know that it's totally possible. God has your back, and he is not gonna let you suffer. But you have to put that desire to want to be here at the very, very front, and it's going to keep you going even during the roughest times. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope this helps you, and if you have any questions, please message me on Facebook, and we'll chat. See you guys.